What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon Salty Nerd Podcast live stream. I'm super excited to hang out with you guys today. Danny's in the comments already saying too much moonshine. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
We have been drinking too much moonshine.
No, I think we've been drinking.
We polished off half the bottle already,
perfect amount.
The bottle's half
Perfect
gone.
amount.
The bottle's half
It's ridiculous.
No one has made the scale yet.
We
So
just got
who
it.
are you to say?
I'm not drinking any more of it at all right this second.
No, I'm not drinking any more moonshine either.
Ambush Canyon.
Ambush Canyon.
Shout out to our boys over there at
Yeah.
the Shady Mile. We're halfway.
Yeah,
We're halfway.
we cracked this today.
Shady Mile does good work.
Yes, they do.
Where can they?
They're doing good things in alcohol.
Yeah, where can people get?
So if you guys want to get there, it's called vodka, but I'm pretty sure it's moonshine. Go to caskers.com.
It's the smoothest moonshine you'll ever drink.
It's called Ambush Canyon Vodka. But again, I said I'm pretty sure that's moonshine.
What is it? Caskers?
Caskers. Yep.
Caskers.com.
Caskers.com. Grab yourself a bottle. Highly recommend. Goes great with ginger beer. I'm making some Moscow mules today, which is
Cheers, mate.
cheers. Thank you guys. And welcome everybody in the chat. We've got Astro Nerd Boys here. I saw Penny in there as well. Who else have we got? Backyard TARDIS. Broba.
Broba's here.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Thank you so much. We're going to be talking about HBO, Harry Potter, a couple other spin-offs from Game of Thrones, some John Wick stuff. So stay tuned. It's going to be a fun stream today. Before we get started, we have two things that we need to shout out. First is our partnership with the Popcast guys on the Esker wallets. Go to shop.esker.com/thepopcast and grab yourself a 21st century wallet. I have mine. I've been using it for the last couple of weeks. I'm in love. I've used the Bluetooth finder thing multiple times already.
Have you really?
Oh, absolutely.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, crap, where'd I put my wallet? Oh, it's in my closet in the pants that I wore yesterday. Beep, 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 and it beeps at you and you can go find it. So definitely head over there and don't forget to type in the Popcast when you're checking out to get that 25% discount. Highly worth it. I recommend it. I can vouch for it. I do not sell things that I don't use myself. So that is a well worth investment.
Quick question that's not part of the commercial.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you find yourself being lazier with where you place your wallet now that you have a Bluetooth attachment attached to it?
Maybe a little bit.
So I berated Alex yesterday about putting shit in his wallet. I got into his car. So we go to school together, and on Mondays I get into his car, and there's always something weird in his car. There's like his kid's birth certificate. Yesterday I get in his car, and his health insurance card is just sitting in it's just like fucking thrown in his card in his car. And I'm like, you just got a new wallet. Put your shit in your wallet. And he was like, well, what if I get in an accident? It's right there.
I'm very selective about what I put in my wallet.
But the link is in the description if anybody wants to check out the extra wallet.
Hey, this is a businessman.
What else do we have to sell, Alex? What do we?
Well, it's not really a selling thing, but we just wanted to make sure that our friend Professor Sean, who's been on the show before, gets a nice shout out. He's got his brand new movie out on YouTube available. It's called Death Ship.
Oh shit, we should review it.
I would love to. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. It's on my.
You want to come over tonight?
Oh, sure.
So Death Ship is basically it's a remake of a Twilight Zone episode of the same name.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Do you think he really wants us to review it?
I think he's scared
What
that
if
we will
What
review
if it's like
it.
really bad?
We'll talk
He
about it.
probably didn't want to tell us
Well,
about it.
Yo, Professor.
Oh, no.
We
Get
have
some
to-
notes.
Listen,
but
we'll get some pizza. We'll have some moonshine. We'll make a day of it.
You know what's crazy though is like he put it up on YouTube. I don't think it's the full movie. I think it's just the first hour. But he put it up on YouTube and it's already got over 35,000 views.
That's
Shut
fantastic.
up. That's
great.
great.
Awesome.
Good for him.
So, guys, I would love it if you went and checked it out. It's called Death Ship. Should be able to Google it or
Link's
YouTube
in the
it.
description.
A description? Oh, perfect. Gage is on it. That's why he
Great.
produces. The link is in the description. Go check that video out. All right, that's it for our t-shirt. Oh, we have another t-shirt. We have a t-shirt sale, guys. Go to saltynerdstore.com, and our t-shirt of the month is the retro logo t-shirt.
I like that one.
I like that one too. I designed it myself.
I would like it
Link
in a
in the
hoodie.
description.
You want it in a hoodie? We'll get it for you.
I'll take it in a hoodie.
Link in the description.
I've been trying to get a hoodie for the last year.
I'm gonna give it to you right at the height of summer, so it's like 120 degrees outside.
I'll fucking wear it. I never
Do
leave the
you-
house.
She will.
Can
She's
we-
always cold. It doesn't matter how hot it is.
It's true.
Can't-
It's true. The funnest thing I do during the day is when Kadish and I just go and sit on the couch and watch something, usually for work. And I lay and he sits and I put my feet on him and he goes, Jesus, at how cold my feet
Her
are.
feet are the coldest. Like they're colder than ice cubes.
Let me see.
Like,
I'm
seriously.
quite proud
Let me
of
see.
them. No, they're kind of sweaty right
Just
now.
put it right here.
No, they're
Mm.
kind of sweaty right
Just
now.
put it right here.
All right, let's move on to a new
No,
topic.
No, put your hand down. Put your hand down.
What's
Don't you
happening
dare.
right now?
Put your hand down.
I'm sorry.
Oh, she touched me with her butt.
You guys are so
I have a
weird.
question about our t-shirts.
Yeah.
Do they come in tarp sizes
Yes.
for fat fucks like me?
They do.
Great. That's
Just
good.
order your fat fuck size today.
Yeah, it goes XL, XXL, fat fuck.
That's the
Tarp
size.
and then fat fuck.
Yeah.
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 Tarps.
So you have plenty to choose from.
Yeah, and hoodies.
I'm not down with body positivity. I'm
No,
sorry.
that's all right. Hey, man, you gotta have a
You're
T-shirt.
not down with Lizzo?
No.
Oh,
Did
real quick before we get started. So, like, we all watched Renfield the other night.
Yeah.
I wanted to point out something. Jude and I saw the coolest trailer for a movie called The Last Voyage of the
Yes.
Demeter.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
And it's funny because in our members section over at saltynerclub.com, we did a whole month where we reviewed episodes of Buck Rogers.
Mhm.
And Buck Rogers did like a little takeoff on Dracula with a space vampire, where like a spaceship called the Demeter got docked on the space station, and the vampire kind of came on, so
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
people over. But while we were watching it, this is the actual like Dracula story of the voyage of the Demeter, and it's the Onion Knight versus Dracula essentially.
It
Yeah.
looks so
Wow.
It,
good.
looked amazing.
It
Yeah.
looks so good. The trailer was incredible. Like
Yeah.
I'm waiting to watch Renfield, which spoiler alert, I didn't like that movie very much. And I'm watching this trailer for another Dracula movie, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I want to go see that one.
Yeah.
Is Dracula cool again?
Yeah,
We-
he's always been cool.
we were waiting to see also Renfield
Mhm.
before the movie theater hooligans came in. So I was glad that we got to watch all of the trailers, and he only had to miss the first 10 minutes
Hmm.
fighting off the hooligans.
Yeah. Are you so proud of him, aren't you?
I love it when he does that shit for me. Cause like I'm just gonna be a messy bitch and be like, "Ah, you're ruining this," and he's like, "Listen, guys,
You're gonna get out,
I'm gonna have you kicked out,
or I'm gonna make you get out.
or you can kick yourselves out."
It's like this is gonna go two ways.
Yeah, yeah,
So the easy
It's-
way,
The
or
easy
the hard
way.
way.
yeah,
Or the hard.
yeah. It's, for me, it's like Kadish doing this. I'm like,
Wow.
Oh,
For those of you on stream who don't know, when Jude and I went to the movie theater the other night, there were some people disrupting the movie.
and if you're watching right now, fuck you.
Yeah, and I laid down the law and took care of it. So
I
It
just,
was
I need
sexier
more
when I
moonshine.
said
This
it
is-
about you.
this is the things that
More
gets Kadish pissed
The
off.
moon cup.
It's like I've literally sat here and like jabbed this guy with pitchforks day after day after
Not
day.
literally,
And well, not literally, but you know,
verbally.
I've said some nasty shit about this dude, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, whatever. It's all cool. It just gets clicks. We're
Mhm.
fine. No problem. But man, you like fuck with his movie going experience.
oh, he'll tear you apart.
You're done. It's over. It's like,
it's not just my movie. Like there were other people in the theater, and these guys were
There were
being so
two.
disrespectful.
two people. Little
And
fucking
he's like,
12-year-old
I
kids.
speak for the people.
Like, listen, you little bastard.
My woman is gonna be a bitch tonight if you don't shut the fuck up.
Oh, movie going
It
experience.
was funny on the drive home. Jude was like, "Hey, Matt, I'm
You got me so-
I'm DFT," and I thought she said down to fuck, and I was like, what? She's like, I'm down for tacos.
I'm always down for tacos.
I was like, hey,
Want some tacos?
I'm DFT.
Like-
And he was like, really?
Really?
And I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what do you think that means?
You know
Yeah, I
that
was a
time,
little dyslexic there.
you know that time of night?
I was like, yeah, I really am. But wait, what do you think I just said?
She just
I
wanted
just
tacos.
wanted-
Yeah.
I was like, we could do hand stuff, but like I just really wanted to talk. Something really
So if
angry.
somebody messes with you at the meetup in a couple weeks and be like beat their ass, we're gonna get tacos afterward. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'll go get tacos with
Oh,
you.
sweet.
Sweet.
I mean, you don't even need to beat anyone's ass. She'll just go get tacos.
Do you want to go get
I
tacos
will.
now?
I will defend you.
I'd love to go get tacos.
I will
right now.
defend you.
Let's go get tacos today.
We're-
Okay.
Our studio is literally down the street from a taco
No, no.
shop.
Is it Taco Tuesday?
Oh shit, that's that new place.
Yeah.
It used to be a
Uh,
Roberto's, and now
yeah.
it's something else.
It's not. It's not that. Great,
Probably still
guys.
a Roberto's. Let's be
It's-
real.
It's not that great.
It's not good.
Not that great.
Oh no. All right. The first topic on our list today. What in the heck is going on with HBO? So they have announced,
Yeah.
right? So they had some kind of a purchasing agreement with Discovery, which is a bigger company. Apparently, they purchased
Yeah, so
HBO from.
So Discovery basically bought Warner Brothers
Yeah.
from AT&T, and so Warner Brothers is now under new management with David Zaslav, who's the owner and CEO of Discovery. And for the longest time, Warner Brothers streaming service was called HBO Max. And they had the kind of combination of HBO and Cinemax with that.
Yeah.
And HBO, ever since that merger happened, has been screaming at the top of their lungs, we're HBO, we're better than Cinemax. We have our own thing going on. We should not be a part of this amalgamation. And so Warner Brothers has decided to rebrand the streamer as just Max, taking HBO out of the equation.
Cinemax just ate you.
It's just so dumb. I'm watching. I saw this on Twitter, and I was like, so you're gonna take your brand, which for the past, as long as I can remember, at least 30 years, has been synonymous with adult, good,
A lot of really good stuff.
TV, right? You got Sopranos and Game of Thrones.
Softcore porn.
HBO, right? Everybody knows the word HBO.
HBO.
Oh, it must be a dope show. 'Cause they
Yeah.
got a
It's
budget.
probably at least worth checking
HBO has
out.
always been movies.
Yeah.
Cinemax has always been like,
Skin
you want to see people fuck?
Yeah, right. So like you kind of know what you're getting when you sign up for HBO. You're like, oh, there's some good shows on there. I'm gonna check it out. They're geared towards adults.
It's like, yeah.
All right.
And you got Cinemax?
And then-
you got Cinemax, all right.
And then Discovery walks in and is like, we're just gonna call you Max.
No.
And we're like, who the fuck is Max?
Yeah.
Like Max what? Maximus Decimus Meridius? Like
Maximum HBO.
Maximum effort?
Are
Like,
you not entertained?
is that their new catchphrase?
Yeah, should be.
And the weird
Be.
thing about this whole like situation is that so HBO Max was basically a spinoff of HBO's kind of like streaming service, which was HBO something or other.
Go.
HBO Go.
Yeah,
yes,
that's right.
Thank you. So basically, all of HBO's stuff is on the streamer, and the question is, now that HBO is not part of the branding, are they going to have an HBO Go come back, and that's all HBO stuff? Like, it doesn't make any sense what they're doing.
I think they're gonna just merge everything together, aren't they? It's just-
Lick it up, baby.
Yeah.
Lick it up.
Well,
They have Discovery
We
and-
watch Warrior, which we talk about every week.
It's
We
HBO.
watch it on HBO Max, and it's a Cinemax show.
Yeah.
So
I've
mean-
been rewatching Game of Thrones.
Is that why it's showing up on my feed?
probably.
That's me. That's my bad.
So it's like, I mean, I'm not one that like pays attention to all the merging and the business stuff.
Yeah.
I find it all kind of mundane.
But it just
and
seems
kinda
so weird. Like, why would
all of-
Discovery be like, hey, we're gonna buy you, and instead of keeping the iconic label of HBO,
Yeah.
like you can't get away from the amount of press or prestige that
So
you
is
get.
HBO going away on TV, or are we just talking about the app?
It's just
It's just the app.
the
right?
brand is no longer going
I
to
think
be
it's hilarious
thing.
how like, and this is, I feel like this has been happening with HBO a lot. Like it was like HBO, and then it was HBO Go, and then it was something else, and then it was HBO Max, and now it's Max. And I just feel like it's hilarious that like they keep changing the name of something and no one gives a shit. Who cares?
Just keep it HBO.
It's still the same fucking
it's the same app.
Yeah.
It's the same shows, but it's just like, why not just keep HBO?
Yeah, but essentially, I think Alex said this the other day. It'd be like if Peacock rebranded to just Cock.
Yeah, I went through. I'm like, what if all the other streaming services did the same thing?
Do I
And they
have
were
to
like,
download a new app?
it's gonna
No,
be-
then I don't give a shit.
it's not gonna be Paramount anymore. It's gonna be Mount. Like, okay,
Anson?
Peacock isn't gonna be Peacock anymore. It's just gonna be Cock. Disney Plus is just
What are
gonna
you
be.
guys doing? Mount Cock Max?
That's what I'm saying.
No, Max Mount Cock.
There you go. Maximum mounted cock. It's just a weird thing to do for a brand that's already established. You already have your streaming service right there, and they're like, no, we're not going to keep it because it's your brand. We want it to be our brand, so we're going to rename it Max. Like, what?
I don't know.
It's like egos are just
Fucking-
fighting in a boardroom
Yeah,
somewhere.
whose dick is bigger? Who cares? I don't care.
I think Cock's dick is probably the biggest.
You
Yeah,
would think
Peacock?
that.
Are you catching up to the conversation?
We're talking about dick sizes. What?
There you go. Slap it on the table,
Yeah,
boys.
There you go. Why has Jude got the biggest one?
I don't
That's what I
know.
want to know.
She's the bravest of us all.
So brave.
Yeah,
Brave Jude.
stunning and brave.
Stunning.
We got a super chat from Astro Nerd Boy. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. There we go.
Ooh.
Boom. $5. Super generous of you, Astro Nerd Boy. Even though it's not nearly as generous as your Saturday
Stop.
contributions.
Stop.
Alex has stream envy.
I am.
He
He's so
does.
jealous.
I'm like, man, you guys get to have all the fun on
Oh
Saturdays.
my God. He's texting us from work like, what the fuck? I'm not even there. How come I'm not there? I'm like, yeah, I'm not there either.
I've never wanted to quit my job so badly.
Read his chat.
I'm going to.
Don't be a
I
petty
just want to
bitch.
let him know
Don't be a
that
petty bitch.
I super
that you're a
appreciate
petty bitch.
everything that he does for the channel.
He's jealous.
Well, I'm super jealous, dude. It's not even funny. All right, Astro Nerdboy for $5. Well, this is the consolidation. Sorry, of streaming services, but I agree that losing the HBO name makes no sense, other than overseas who don't know HBO. Is that a thing? I thought, doesn't everybody know who HBO is? Like,
I don't live overseas. I don't know.
I don't know. Game of Thrones was a
Global?
cross-continental. I can't talk right now.
We need to ask some of our overseas.
Have some more
people.
Moonka.
Yeah,
I'm actually surprised that they didn't just rebrand it to HBO if they were going to rebrand it. You know,
yeah.
What's
I mean,
honestly,
Cinemax is bringing some big dick energy to it. If like during their negotiations, what happened after that was like,
well,
it's Max.
it was funny because like HBO has always been like the prestige TV, and then Cinemax has always just been like, we don't give a fuck, we'll put anything on.
Yeah.
You know, like they were doing like a lot of edgy stuff on Cinemax, whereas HBO was more like the Oscar baity types of highbrow stuff.
Yeah.
So
we have
And I remember, like, I don't know, in my, I guess, teenage years, it was like, hey, if you have cable, would you like to add HBO and we'll throw in Cinemax for free
Yeah.
to get people to like subscribe to both.
so
well, according to the chat, go ahead.
I would say real quick, we have a comment from Nick. This doesn't come up on our normal thing, so I have to just say it. Nick, remember, did you see the new rebrand logo Discovery gave Rooster Teeth? Looks like the fast food chicken logo.
Oh, they rebranded Rooster Teeth?
I guess.
I haven't watched any of their new stuff.
So
though.
I'm not sure how to bring
Shit.
these comments up because of the member comments, but
So according to our chat, basically in the UK, if you want to see HBO, you have to sign up for Sky TV, which is a like satellite network owned by Fox. Also, Whiskey Jack says HBO Max isn't available in the UK.
Really?
that's interesting.
Huh.
It's so weird how it works.
Did I miss a $20 super chat?
No,
Yeah.
it just came
No,
up.
it just came out.
Just came up.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, hit it.
Go for it. Oh, right on. Corey, what's up? Been a follower and a patron for a while. Corey, man, what's going on, dude? I haven't seen you for a minute. I know you're on Discord. I know you've been on Patreon for a while. I hope you're enjoying our discussions of Star Trek, the original series, because we were having a blast, and that's available for only patrons. And God, they're so much fun.
Yeah,
It's
so
ridiculous.
at saltynerd.com or saltynerdclub.com, that's our members area that we've been doing for a couple of years now. So there's a ton of content on there. But if you are a member of the YouTube channel, you're also now getting separate members content.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's stuff that you can't get on Patreon, but the Patreon stuff you also can't get on YouTube.
That's what we've been doing?
Yeah.
That's what we've been doing.
It's the only
You
way.
got to get the $5 level.
It's the only way.
Listen, I just show up and I
Yeah.
just say F words.
It's the only thing we can
That's
do.
what I do too. High five.
Twinsy.
Sweet.
We drink terrible
Can
bourbon.
somebody pop a picture of that logo in maybe our Discord? Because I haven't seen it and I would love to.
Oh, the new Max logo?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just the
No,
Max.
the Rooster Teeth.
The
one.
Roo- yeah, the
Teeth
rooster,
one.
the rooster.
Oh, okay. Anyway, my final thoughts on this is it's a dumb marketing move, and I feel
Yeah.
like people who in the marketing departments in these large corporations have like lost their way. Like it seems so
Seems that way.
counterintuitive.
Well, everything Warner's done ever since Discovery took over has been widely criticized. In fact, you had Elizabeth Warren threatening like congressional investigations because they canceled Batgirl when they took over. And
You mean Pocahontas?
yeah, Pocahontas. she literally said that like they're doing something illegal by limiting choices of the viewing public or something like that. It was very bizarre. I mean, like it's not bizarre for Elizabeth Warren because she's crazy, but it's a bizarre precedent to set where it's like a network can't determine what they want to show or what they want to produce because it's like in the public interest or something.
Huh.
It's really weird.
Sounds like a bunch of woke nonsense. I need to let everybody in the chat know that Vader just poured moonshine in his G Fuel energy drink.
What?
And I'm terrified as to what's going to happen.
Moonshine makes everything
It's
better.
just got 300 milligrams of caffeine. You just put more moonshine in it.
It's now goonshine.
Oh my God.
Goon
Yeah.
fuel.
Now
what
it
the last
just
drink was.
evened them out.
Are we
wanna-
going
you wanna-
to polish that bottle off
You
today?
want to taste?
I kind of do.
Taste it.
We are
Take it.
going.
Is it bad?
We're going
No.
through this bottle. I knew we were going to go through it, but we're going through it faster than I anticipated. We just opened it today.
Yeah,
That's dangerous, bro. That's super dangerous.
Is it good?
It's really
surprisingly good.
G Fuel
Moon-
makes everything.
moonshine and G Fuel.
That shit tastes like cough medicine. That tastes like I'm sick as a child.
We're calling it's Sonic the Hedgehog flavor. Peach rings.
Peach dreams.
Peach
terrible.
peach rings.
Peach
Peach rings.
It
Sonic
shouldn't work.
Sonic the Hedgehog G Fuel.
Hmm.
And moonshine.
And
Texas vodka. Okay.
Yeah,
Moon
sure.
cup.
I need a name
Sure.
for this drink, guys. I need a name.
We know what you guys were doing. Oh man.
No money G for $5.
Another $5. Thank you so much. Let me pull this up. Kadish didn't like PS3
Picard
9.
season
Oh,
3.
Picard season 3. Okay, listen. I'm not
Oh,
involved.
we got-
I'm not involved in the Saturday show, sadly, because I have a job that I have to go to. But I did get a chance to watch the Saturday live stream, and I have never seen such a bad take from Kadish.
I know
before.
it's terrible.
I've listened to. I really look up to him. He knows what he's talking about. Sometimes when he's talking
According
about
to you.
TV shows and stuff like this, I really do take his opinion in very high regard.
I do.
I was watching this live stream and I'm like, this isn't the same person that
Listen.
I've known for 3 years. Like, this is
For the
weird.
For the
This
first
is so dumb.
for the
This
first
take
time.
is so stupid.
Oh my god.
I thought somebody body snatched Kadish for a minute.
For the first time in 4 or 5 years now, I've been embarrassed to know him. It's like
Okay,
I had to
I'm like,
put a disclaimer on on our Twitter account saying the
Yeah.
thoughts of
Of
Matthew
Kadish
Kadish
are his alone.
are his alone and do not necessarily reflect.
you guys
so-
are hilarious. Here's the woman's perspective. So Saturday, I wake up, it's a normal day, and all of a sudden I get fucking inundated in the group chat with our work group. What the fuck are you saying? I don't even know you right now.
Who are you?
Who are you? I hope that you're just
I'm like,
being funny. Nope.
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 I'm like,
Oh my god, the venom that went
Oh.
back and forth in the group salty nerd chat on Saturday. I was like, oh, silence.
I'm like the
I'll catch
you-
up on
I was
that
like,
later.
I was seriously like, is the show going to survive this? Are we
I'm
going
like-
to be able
I'm
to
like,
move
dude,
on this?
he's mad that it's the board.
He's killed.
Who else did you
No, he's
expect
killed.
it to be?
He's killed that his Superman crush
Yes,
is
he's
killed.
mad that
You
that,
guys obviously did not watch my video.
I did. I watched
We're
it.
reading between the
Whiskey
lines.
Jack says Kadish is right
Oh no!
Listen,
with one of
People-
these.
yeah,
I
he's
was
not,
I was
though.
shocked at the things that you were complaining about. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense to me, but okay.
there's a really good too long didn't read post on our YouTube channel on his video that dissects every one of his points, and
Well,
Kinda kills-
listen, man. One
it's
of
good
his
stuff.
points was they had fireworks in space.
yeah,
I'm like,
So?
at this point, can we not just admit that
Who cares?
Starfleet created a fireworks that was made for work in space?
yeah.
Like, hey,
Right,
we
I have no
designed
problem
this
with
thing.
that.
It's fine. It's
Oh
not
my
that big of a
god,
deal.
shots fired by Anthony
Yeah.
Mark. I noticed no one has any facts to provide to debate Kadish's review.
I'd have to watch.
Oh,
this video
Anthony,
again.
he's
Burned.
Listen, man.
Love
is,
Anthony.
Listen, Anthony is a really good dude, but he has been so far up Kadish's ass all week long. It is kind of disgusting. Okay, so
He's brown nosing Kadish.
she's brown nosing.
Oh
Kadish.
no! Don't ever do that.
So
Respect. Been
Yeah.
there.
That's a mis-
I've brown nosed him too.
ew,
oh no!
gross.
Why do you gotta make it weird? Why? Ugh. Ugh.
Love Anthony Mark.
Okay, if you were on a boat out in the,
No, no, death,
in the middle
death.
of the ocean,
gruesome death.
all you
wonder-
had to do
I wonder if Elon Musk.
was agree with Kadish
I need.
or die.
He died. He
Death.
chose death.
You're a
He'd be like,
changeling.
wait, I have to agree with Katie. I choose the sweet release of death.
She's dead.
You're a changeling. We need Elon. We need Elon Musk to launch a firework in space
Just see
so
what
we
happens.
can see what happens. That's it. We need this. Needs
I'm
to
sure
happen.
we could probably ask Professor Target about what happens in fireworks in space.
Yeah, and
Anyway.
he'll say as long as it has fuel to burn, it'll be okay until it doesn't.
It'd be fine.
So there you go.
Anyway, so speaking of HBO, we talked about how ridiculous it was to change their name to Max for no reason at
Yeah.
all. But they're also announcing a
Oh no.
Harry Potter TV show 7 seasons, 7 books,
10 years.
10 years. We're gonna watch a bunch of 11-year-olds grow up.
Yep.
And that's fine. That's
Um,
what they should do.
I have abducted Alex on our journeys to and from school on this topic.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be leaning on Jude a lot.
Okay.
I've only
Yeah.
watched one movie, which is the
I've
I
watched
first
them
one.
have had a lot to drink.
That's fine.
I've watched them all multiple times. My
I've-
daughter makes me.
I've only seen one and I didn't like it. So this show is not for me. I'm not claiming that
So
I've
you've only seen the first movie?
only seen this first movie and I've never read any of the
It
books.
gets pretty good.
I'm sure it might. What I'm worried about with this TV show,
Okay.
because this will essentially be, if they go through with this and they're making this show, it'll essentially be my introduction into this world.
Mhm. I
I'm
feel like
not.
we're going to
wait,
court
wait,
right
wait,
now.
wait, wait.
I feel like
You-
I'm in court.
Yeah.
I'm being sworn in.
Are you not going to watch the movies?
At this point, why?
You need to have some points
But
of
they're
reference.
making the books in
I-
a TV
but-
show.
Highly
but the whole-
recommend the audiobooks.
The
You
enti-
listen to audiobooks.
I do.
The entire discussion is going to be people comparing the movies and the
Yeah.
television show. You need to watch the movies.
You should
It's-
at least read the books.
You need to.
I disagree. I don't think he needs to.
I think if
It's one of those situations where, like, if you didn't read
shut the fuck
if you
up,
didn't read the
Kadish.
books and you watched Game of Thrones, you probably enjoyed Game of Thrones way more because the books were so
Right.
much
Because
better.
Perfect.
I
Yeah.
didn't read the books and I watched
Yeah.
the movies.
so, if I watch
And I know
along-
there's stuff in the books that aren't in the movies. So that's why I'm the part of me that's looking forward to this series is the
We'll
person
put
that
So,
it-
looks
so are
forward to
you
that.
going to actually read the books before you
No,
watch the show?
no,
Let me-
Well,
let me-
there you go.
let me
I
put it to
won't.
the chat then. Let me, guys, comment in the chat. Should I watch the movies with Daniel Radcliffe
Mhm.
before this show comes out? I want to
If
know.
there's a $100 super chat, Alex will watch the movies.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Are
we're-
you-
I didn't ask for that.
Are you on a boat in the ocean and
Well,
your
listen,
only
I'm-
choice is to watch all of
Vader
the
will get a
movies?
tattoo of the movies.
My
on his
con-
Shut
ass.
up.
Listen, man, my concern
Will you get a Harry Potter tattoo on your ass? 10K? 10K?
my
No.
concern with
Anywhere?
the TV show is the same concern I have about the movies. I don't like kids in movies.
I know.
Okay, so if I'm watching seasons worth of a show with a bunch of like 12, 13-year-olds,
Mhm.
it's not really gonna appeal to me at all.
Uh-huh.
And being on HBO, you kind of get like this Game of Thrones vibe. You get to the adult version of TV on HBO, and then
Yeah.
they're gonna do this like 12, 13-year-old kids in school with wizards. It seems weird to me. Seems like a really weird choice. So Jude,
Okay.
you're this super duper fan of Harry Potter. Right after the super chat, I'm going to let you talk about it. $5, another $5 from Master No Boy. If the new show is accurate to the novels, including no race, gender swapping, I'm down for that. The movies cut way too much out of the books. Okay,
True.
that's what my wife said. She's
It's
like,
true.
there's so much more in the books.
Has Ashley read the books?
No.
Oh.
But she's talking about like similar things, like Outlander.
Okay.
With like the book versus the TV show.
Okay.
There's so much more in the books, which is generally true of everything.
Yeah.
So Jude, convince me to watch this TV show.
I don't know. Ask me a question.
I don't know.
You're
Where does this start? Are we really starting with a bunch of 11, 10-year-old kids
Well, they
going to
should.
school?
If they're going to readapt this series, then they need to tell the story the way it's supposed
Yeah,
to be.
Okay,
and
but-
we should point out that J.K. Rowling, the creator and author of the books, so she is going to be executive producing the
Mhm.
show, and she's going to be making sure that it's as faithful to the books as possible.
Yeah.
Now, the one drawback to that is that she was also directly involved with the Fantastic Beast movies, and those were kind of train wrecks.
Yeah,
So
those weren't good.
So I feel like those were quickly written and quickly produced because they wanted to stay relevant.
Right.
And you know what happens when you hurry up and vomit stuff out
Can-
in order to just like make a paycheck
Can
on
I
it.
ask a question? The Fantastic Beast movies.
Mhm.
What are those based off of? Because I don't remember seeing any.
Those are based off of screenplays that J.K. Rowling wrote.
So they're soft canon, basically. That stuff
It's
stuff
it's
that's never
set
been published.
in the world, loosely
but-
based on a prequel.
But you can't go to the bookstore and buy
No,
a 5-series books of the Fantastic Beast
I don't
world.
think so.
Yeah, so
Well, I'm also wondering.
it's fan fiction basically.
So like, I'm all for having the creator of said property be involved in the story, right? We saw
She-
it with
as
J.R.
she should be.
Yeah, Tolkien. Sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Mhm.
J.R.R. Martin. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So that's not necessarily like a golden key to make
Okay.
it good.
I'm going to start off by answering the original question.
Yeah, why should I watch a bunch of 11-year-olds go to school for wizards?
Okay, because this story that starts off with Harry Potter actually starts way before him. It starts with, so our villain is Voldemort. You are familiar with him.
I am.
And so it starts 10 years prior
With his parents.
to our introduction to Harry Potter. 10 years before that, Harry Potter is born, but there's this war going on among the wizards. And Voldemort he has heard of this prophecy where a child born at the end of July will be the end of me. So he's trying to fucking take out whoever it is who has the power to end him. He hasn't heard the whole prophecy, but he knows that a child born at this time whose parents have already defied me this many times, this is the child who is my end. So I have to fucking take him out.
Oh, he's Jesus.
Fine.
Right? King Herod kills all the kids because he doesn't want the Messiah
Allegory.
to be born. Yeah, it's
Okay,
Jesus.
Tale as old as time.
Harry Potter's Jesus. Gotcha.
In the world of Harry Potter, this could have been one of two children. Because Voldemort went and tried to kill Harry, that made him the chosen one. So that's why this story is about Harry Potter. This story starts 10 years before that with this war going on about an evil wizard trying to fucking take over and take out anyone who wasn't like pure born.
Well, the real question is, will Max or Warner Brothers screw up this adaptation in some way? Because there's been a lot of talk about gender swapping, race swapping, making certain diversity changes to the adaptation. And J.K. Rowling in the past has proven that like she's okay with that type of thing. So the fans want to know, is this going to be a faithful adaptation or is it going to get woke? That's the real kind of
They're saying that it's supposed to be a faithful adaptation. But when you really look at the characters' descriptions in the books, there's nothing that says about several key characters, like what race they are. Obviously everyone is like she and he, like there are gender identifications, but like Hermione, for example, nothing in the books ever says like she's a white girl and she looks like this. It says she has buck teeth and she has frizzy hair. She could be any race.
Yeah, I think
she could be anything.
Pretty much a foregone
She was
conclusion.
cast as Emma Watson.
Yeah, foregone conclusion. I think at this point that Hermione is going to be played by a African American girl.
Yeah,
when it gets going. Yeah.
Will they get rid of the Gingers though? The Weasley family?
They better not.
They're going to cancel the Gingers. I'm so, as somebody who doesn't really know much about the Harry Potter world, what I'm wondering is, because I know there's a whole community online that tried to cancel the Hogwarts video game because they don't like J.K. Rowling because she has certain stances.
That's a whole other...
some certain ideological stances that she's made that have like turned her against a lot of, like, there's people out there who have had whole like Harry Potter sleeves. And I watched this video. They're like, I have to get rid of my sleeve now because J.K. Rowling is this and that. And I'm like, so are they going to go after this TV show too? And is it
will be part of that? Yeah.
You think there's going to be people going after it?
I feel like this video game has revamped the fandom for Harry Potter though, because Legacy has, it's been like, it's what every Harry Potter fan has been like clamoring for. Like, we want more in this universe. And they came up with a video game that has like fucking killed it.
I kind of want to play the game.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm not a gamer. I play 0 games, but I'm like, what's up with that video?
If I buy it, would you play it?
I mean, I would watch you play it probably. I don't think I want to play.
There was a lot of.
It's just not me, but I want to know what's going on in that world.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that were streaming this game when it first came out, and I watched a lot of these streamers, and the game looks good. It looks super fun. I just have an aversion to spending full price on video games, so I didn't get it. But if I was a full-time game streamer, I 100% would have dove into this game.
The little bit that I know about it,
it does look good.
Kind of like a Skyrim type, like RPG, where you like grow your character and you build your skill trees and you go on adventures and stuff like that. That sounds like a blast.
It's actually a prequel to the Harry Potter stuff. I think it takes place like 50 years before the events of Harry Potter.
And, so I have 2 really good friends. They're married. This couple that I know. that really weird. My best friend and her husband
There you go.
play this video game, and they have told me like, oh, there's so many like hidden gems in this game.
Mhm.
Like if you go in and like, and everybody knows like, oh, hey, what house are you? Like we were at school yesterday and our instructor was like, oh yeah, Harry Potter, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, hey, what house are you? And he was like, oh, I'm Gryffindor. I was like, oh, cool. Like it's just in the lingo, you know, like what
Mhm.
house you are. So when you go to play the video game, you, I guess, set up your character and you're like, of course you set up your character in your house, but like if you change your character's house, there are different things that
Yeah.
that character can do depending on what house they're in. That's fucking cool.
Changes
Yeah.
the story completely.
Yeah, you know, what's funny is Robert Meyer Burnett was telling me a story the other day about how his wife hates video games, but she loves Harry Potter.
Mhm.
And when Hogwarts Legacy came out, she forced him to buy a PS5 just so she could play the game.
I do want to play this game. I'm waiting. I'm hoping it goes on sale on one of the Steam sales or something here pretty soon.
Yeah.
But
I want to check it out.
I think the rumor before they officially announced was that they were going to do a Hogwarts Legacy based TV show, but then they pivoted to basically like a adaptation of the books. And I'm wondering, like, is it smart considering that the movies are still pretty recent? Like, you know, is it smart to remake this stuff so soon after the movies?
Yeah, my initial reaction was,
They're all
Who's-
down. This is
who's
far as look-
echoing?
It's all of us.
Yeah, these stupid iPads, they're ridiculous.
I'm
Yeah.
all the way down. Okay. The initial reaction, it just, and this is just for me as a Harry Potter fan, but I know I'm not alone. The initial reaction was, nobody wants this story. We
Yeah.
want the Marauders map origin. We want the Hogwarts origin story. We want the Gaunts, which is Tom Riddle, Voldemort's
Yeah.
history. Like there are so many more stories that we want. I want the Cursed Child, and I would love to see where the story went after Hogwarts.
That's what a lot of
Yeah.
fans are like. Hey
I'm
man,
kind
this
of like,
is,
oh shit, this is what you're giving us.
there's
But,
so,
I mean,
so
if
much
it-
other stuff out there to
this
talk
is
about.
the decision that has come down, and I'm like, I'll whatever. You're gonna give me Harry Potter, okay, fine. I'm fucking on board. This isn't what I wanted, but I will lick it up, baby, lick it up.
Yeah.
Heather's reference.
Okay.
Yeah. So now that I have come on board, I guess it's not the story that I wanted, but it's the story that I'm getting. So now I'm kind of excited for like everything that they left out of the movies. There's such a rich fucking story of the books. And I know everybody says like, oh, the book was better, but there's just so much that you have to cut out when you're making a movie about a book.
I'm so sorry.
I can't help you. I'm just gonna keep
I know.
talking.
We're having
we're going to take a timeout. Vader, please, for the love of God, fix whatever's
I don't
going on.
think
in
it's
there.
It's not
Dude,
me.
not
listen,
him.
it's not his fault. The iPads that we have when we're logged onto this, they will not let us turn the volume all the way down.
Well, then,
We can leave, we can log out, and it would just be up to you. You'd have to take care of the chat and all that stuff, and we wouldn't be able to
Is
see
this
it.
better?
No,
No, it's not.
like we're still getting some feedback here.
I just told you why. So I can leave.
Can
and
you mute my
T-
iPad?
It's already turned off.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. These iPads will not allow
see it.
us to turn it all the way off.
Is it on the phones though? Like,
Nope, I don't have it
My
on the
phone's
phone.
all the way off too.
I don't even have us on the phone. It's my
Okay.
email.
Yeah, you're muted.
I know. I've told. We've talked about this
Okay,
multiple
no,
times before.
Let's just keep going.
Just iPads
Just
suck.
keep it away from the microphone.
I
Yeah.
mean, like you guys logged into StreamYards are muted currently as well, so
Mhm.
we shouldn't be getting any feedback.
What we're hearing is our noise coming out of these speakers. And look, if I can try to turn this volume all the way down, there's still just a little bit left.
He's muted.
I'm
It's the
muted
same
too.
thing with him. The only solution is if we both leave.
Why do Apple products have to be so?
I don't know. I don't know.
Sucks.
If you guys have a fix for this, let us know.
I mean,
but
like we've honestly never had.
I don't even know.
We-
I don't even know if they can hear it.
we have, but it hasn't been two of us at the same time. I think that's the problem. It's because we're both on there. But
Wait,
it's okay.
I don't
iPad suck.
hear
Yes,
it now.
Astro Nerdboy. It's because you're not talking. You talk louder than the rest of us.
Do I?
Yeah, you do.
Get very excited.
So we're gonna watch Harry Potter though, right?
Uh,
I mean, I am. I'm gonna watch it
it depends. I
until
probably
it sucks. If it sucks, I won't watch it. If it
Well,
does,
okay, so there's
then yeah.
so much that are in the books that I do hear it. It wasn't translated into the movies, and that's just a fact. When you're creating a movie based on a book, you have to cut some shit out. But so now we're gonna get one season per book, and it's probably gonna give us instead of a 2-hour movie, we're probably gonna get 8, 9, 10 hours per book. So
That seems like a lot. It seems like there's a bunch of freaking filler episodes that I don't care about.
I disagree. Like I've read all of the books. I have watched all of the movies, and then I have listened to all of the audiobooks. And each audiobook takes me weeks to get through, months in most cases.
You're a diehard fan.
Yeah.
What about the rest of us?
Fuck off. Either become a fan or fuck off.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Is like for me,
This is for people who are fans and people who will become fans. And if you're not one of those, fuck off.
I
why
don't want
would
to
they-
watch a bunch of 12-year-olds freaking do wizard stuff.
That's
Well, then this-
fine.
it's not for you.
For
That's
seasons of the show.
fair.
I'm not gonna watch
How
it.
many people do you think are behind you?
No, nobody else likes dinosaur movies but me, and I'm okay with that.
Go do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go find some shitty dinosaur movies.
Go fuck off with your dinosaurs, man.
So I get it, but like if they're putting all this effort, and it's the same thing with Rings of Power, which I think we had a super chat earlier from Whiskey Jack about this show is going to be the Rings of Power for Max for HBO.
Oh, God, I hope not. Because Rings of Power is so.
Yeah, well, that like they have all this exposition and story to tell in between these books, and it's just like I don't
Okay, but that was
see how
based on a
this is.
prequel. That was based on like
So-
notes.
So I don't think we actually read Whiskey Jack's thing. So Whiskey Jack for £2, Harry Potter series, Rings of Power, the Tom Bombadil years.
Hey man,
I love Tom Bombadil.
don't you besmirch Tom Bombadil.
Yeah,
I don't know,
he's
man.
the unsung hero.
Yeah. I just don't get it. I don't get what they're thinking with this. Like, I don't know when a lot of people who aren't already super fans of Harry Potter who are going to want to watch a bunch of pre-pubescent 12-year-olds go through wizarding school for seasons on end. Like, it would be like if Arya Stark was the only character from Game of Thrones that we followed. Like, the reason why that worked for her is because we got to watch her grow up, but she was a side character until like season 6, and then she became an assassin. And we're like, oh, Arya Stark's freaking dope. But it's because she was like I don't know, F character.
I mean, winter was
She was
coming this whole time.
Way down on the roster as far as characters that we cared about for the early seasons until she grew into the assassin that we all were like, yeah, Arya Stark's freaking cool. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch a bunch of kids go through wizarding school for 4 or 5 seasons before I actually start getting interested. It just seems weird to me. It seems like a bad business
Real
decision.
quick, we have a super chat for $9.99 from Nadia, Inside All Day Podcast. I agree with Jude. At least 70% of the books were not in the movies. Hashtag Slytherin.
And that's wild to me.
70%.
There's a lot of stuff in there that I kind of want to see about.
Slytherins unite.
Yes, I took the test online.
You are Slytherin?
Absolutely. Come on.
Where do I take
Really?
this test?
I forget.
What am I? Can I take it right now? How fast is it?
Wizardingworld.com.
there you go. I am absolutely a Slytherin.
All right.
I'm kind of a shitbag.
So while Alex takes the test, can we try to fix the technical issue
It's
that's
fixed.
going on?
I just logged out.
Yeah, I think we're
I
good.
know that you logged out. That's not fixing it though, because
That's-
like
it's-
you're hosting the show. You need to be able to.
That's the only solution we have. If you don't want sound coming out of
are you
it,
able to like mute it and then
Nope.
log on?
He
with
did.
the
He did
thing?
mute
I don't
it.
even hear it right now.
Well, that's because he logged out.
I can. I'll tell you what I can do is I can use my phone.
Just you host.
You want me to host?
Yeah.
I mean,
Read
I've
the
been,
super
I've been-
chats.
Super chats? Are we doing that right now?
No, well, we've read all the super chats.
Okay.
Perfect.
I just want Alex to be able to
Hey,
control
man.
the flow of.
It's just
Of the show.
I'm sorry, my iPad is subpar.
It's not yours. Both of them do it.
live streams are fun. This is how
Yeah, this is how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
They all do it.
This is normally
okay.
the stuff we would edit out of the final episode.
Are you logged
Yeah, but
into
you know.
Wizarding World?
Oh, here we go. No, not yet.
It is you.
No. Jesus Christ, you guys are so old.
Oh my God.
Doesn't matter. Okay, wizarding. I'm gonna do it. So what's
just read it out loud. Tell us your choices.
Yeah.
do you want me to take the
Take,
test
take
on
the test
Yeah.
online. Take it. Take it. Tell us what you're doing.
Wizarding World quiz?
He's gonna be a
Yeah.
stupid
Sorting hat quiz.
He's gonna be a Hufflepuff or something. weird.
Hufflepuff. What the hell is that?
No, he's not.
You don't think so?
No, he's not.
What are we
Take
gonna?
the
What do we
quiz.
suggest? I think he's a Slytherin.
Okay.
I think he thinks he's a Gryffindor.
Yeah, but he's not.
What the heck is a Gryffindor? What is
Okay.
the name of the serious brother. I don't know. What is this?
Gryffindors are brave. Slytherins are cunning.
Just take the test, man.
Hufflepuffs are loyal, and Ravenclaws are smart.
I don't think I'm taking the right test.
I don't
This
think
is like
you are
this is
either.
like a quiz on the show
Oh,
itself.
yeah. You should give the phone to Jude, and she'll set you up really good.
Here we go. I don't have to log in. Are you serious, people?
go.
Jesus
I think they did take the
Christ.
Sorting Hat quiz off.
Nadia thinks you're a Hufflepuff.
Maybe.
He's not.
He
gives,
probably is.
he
Listen.
gives zero shits about his dog.
Listen. Listen, Harry
Candace, what are
Potter
you?
fans. I'm not gonna put my email address in this just to take this stupid quiz.
Katie, what are
Like,
you?
I'm not doing it. What is
Oh,
Kadish? Does Jude know?
He's a Slytherin.
No, there's a funny story here.
Are we all Slytherins?
So
That's weird.
originally, when I met Jude and we started dating, she was insistent that she was a Gryffindor,
Oh no.
and she took the Sorting Hat quiz, and it's connected to your account, so you can't change it once you've done it.
I just
Right.
assumed everyone who was a fan assumed that they were Gryffindor. I'd never taken the quiz before.
Yeah, and so like she was doing it while she was driving, so she wasn't paying attention, and she got sorted into Slytherin house,
I was upset.
and she was beside herself. It was like her
Oh,
entire
no.
identity was called into question, and so I had always insisted that I was Slytherin just because I like the bad guys,
Mhm.
and so I had to log into my account and take the quiz and get Gryffindor for her sake. So like I took the quiz for her and got her in.
So you cheated to be a Gryffindor.
I got her into her preferred house through
Oh.
my account.
I have since
You cheater.
embraced
And,
my Slytherin.
and after I ruined that by linking myself to Gryffindor in my account, Jude decided, you know what? I'm just going to join the dark side, and I am now going full Slytherin.
I've
Go
I've
full Slytherin.
embraced it.
I
I've
am-
embraced my
yeah,
house.
I am accepting the Sorting Hat's decision.
Yeah.
And so technically, I am Gryffindor.
The sorting hat is wise.
But the Sorting Hat does take your desire into account. So you can also be Slytherin.
Listen, I just had to sign up with an email, and this is
Yeah,
pissing
man.
me off
That's why
already.
you have a burner email for
You
this kind of stuff.
freaking people and your quizzes.
Yahoo email, Gmail.
Ugh. God, I'm gonna get a bunch of freaking snail mail from these people. All right, continue. Can we just do this already, Harry Potter fans? Should I read the questions out loud?
Yeah.
Is everybody
Yeah.
gonna take the test with me?
We
Yeah.
got time.
Make sure to comment. Let me know if
Oh, okay.
Dawn Dusk. What does this mean? Choose one. Oh,
Just-
Dusk for sure. Okay. After you have died, what would you most like people to do when they hear your name? Ask for more stories about your adventures. Miss you but smile. Think with admiration of your achievements. I don't care what people think of me after I'm dead.
That's
that
you.
one.
Okay, stop. Okay, hold on real quick. For the rest of the test, read us the test, but don't tell us what button you push for your answer.
Okay.
Oh,
That'll be
okay,
really hard for me to
okay,
do, but
okay.
okay. All right.
And then we'll see what.
Which of the following do you find most difficult to deal with? Loneliness, I'm not a bitch, boredom, hunger, being ignored, cold. Okay, what do you guys think I'm going to put?
I don't know.
I'm not a bitch.
I don't know any of these questions. These are stupid questions.
Okay.
I'm not.
Get
I'm-
through it. Get through it. Get
Okay.
through it.
Nadia thinks you're a Ravenclaw.
I'm going to say
He's not a
I'm
He's
never,
no Ravenclaw.
Raven. What is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Question. Read the next
Okay.
question.
If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose to take with you?
Oh,
None.
this is a good one.
This
You
is
want a
important.
toad?
Don't tell him. Just let him
Toad,
do his
cat, or
thing.
owl?
Owl?
It's gonna
Oh,
give you
fucking
multiple
owl.
choice.
100% owl. Yeah. Duh. Okay. If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you prefer? Yes. You enter an is that it?
Just
That's
take
the
the
easiest
test.
one.
Don't tell. Just take it.
You enter an enchanted garden. What would you most be curious to examine first? Fat red toadstool. I'm getting high as hell. That appears to be talking to each other. The bubbling pool, in the depths of which something luminous is swirling. Okay, gay. The
pick one?
silver-leaf tree bearing golden apples. Get out of here with your nonsense. Statue of an old wizard with a strangely winking eye. Yep. Okay. If you could have any power, which would you choose? The
Ooh,
power
this is a good one.
The power to read minds. The power to change the past. The power of invisibility. The power to speak to animals. Power of superhuman strength. Or to change your appearance at will. Shape-shifting?
That's a good one.
Shape-shifting. She's pretty freaking cool. Shape shifting is pretty cool. I don't know.
Choose. 5, 4.
This is
Three,
riveting
2,
live stream
1.
stuff.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Select.
Next question.
Okay. A muggle. I don't know what that is.
That's a-
Confronts you.
Non-magic person.
Normal person.
Okay.
It's you.
Confronts
basically.
you and says that they are sure you are a witch. What do you do?
Yeah, bitch.
Ask what makes them think that, or tell them that you are worried about their mental health and offer to call a doctor. Agree and ask whether they'd like a free sample of a jinx. Agree and walk away, leaving them to wonder whether you are bluffing.
Pick one.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna be
5,
like,
4,
Move on.
3,
okay.
2, 1.
Jesus, putting too much pressure on me. Is the chat liking this, or is this
I
like,
don't know, it
are we
doesn't matter.
losing
We're-
viewers
we're-
right now?
we're good.
Moonka.
Choose one. White or
Ambush Canyon vodka.
hold on. Choose one. White or black. This seems like a trick question. What if I say?
What? What?
This
It's
is
not asking you race. It's pick a color.
what about black? 100% black. You kidding me?
Like, serious.
The sorting hat is ready to make your decision. Okay. All
Okay.
right. Here we
Okay,
go.
what
All
we
right.
got?
I don't know what this means.
It's gonna be like log in here to get.
Oh, I'm gonna lose it. Slytherin.
Yes,
One of us.
One of us. One of us.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Welcome to Slytherin. You probably know
So
that.
you're a bad guy.
Oh, I'm a bad guy?
You're a bad guy.
Guy.
Like the rest of us, you're a bad guy.
Okay. Are you?
You're cunning and ambitious.
What do you-
Oh, all right.
I think we should just kill this.
I think so too.
It's kind of weak.
This weak ass bitch got me fucked up all day.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was
So,
cool. All right.
yeah.
I'm officially
You're
a
a
Slytherin. I
Slytherin.
guess. Okay.
Welcome to the club.
I'm a bad guy. Wait, am I the same one as Rickman?
No, you're yes.
Cheers to that.
Yes.
Oh,
To
So-
Team Slytherin.
Welcome.
So all
Welcome aboard.
four salty nerds are
That's
Slytherin.
That's really weird.
that's crazy.
That's not really a good thing.
Which one of us is Malfoy?
I'm an evil person. That's great.
We're
So
all
for
Slytherin.
Halloween this past year, I went as Dolores Umbridge, and I made one of my girlfriends who has zero knowledge of Harry Potter. I made her go as Lucius Malfoy,
Mhm.
and we went to a wine walk. And months later, she was like, "Oh shit! Now that like all of this stuff is coming out, I've seen some videos, and now I know who I was for Halloween." I'm like, yeah, girl, get it.
Nice.
Yeah, good for you.
All right, guys. So we talked a little bit about the Harry Potter show, but
Do you have more questions?
another big
No.
thing is going to be the Big Bang Theory spinoff that they're going to be doing.
I'm gonna
I
say
do-
the first thing
do
right
Harry
here.
Potter trivia every day. What do you want to know before we cut?
Big Bang Theory. Don't care.
Fine.
Zero shits.
Great talk.
Don't
That
care.
was super fun.
I didn't watch the show originally. I found it super annoying and dumb. and
Really?
I'm not gonna watch the.
I've
new
Are you one of those
maybe
nerds that gets
watched
upset
3
about?
No,
episodes.
no, I didn't find it like offensive to nerd people,
Yeah.
but I'm just like, I don't care.
I
don't want to watch this guy freaking fumble around his little weird autistic freaking hotel room or wherever he's like going, "Oh my god, guys, what's wrong with everything?" I don't care. I'm not gonna
That's
watch
not
it.
what the show's about at all. But
That's,
okay.
that's what that guy's
Nah.
the whole character.
No,
He's
it's
just this
not.
weird freaking
You don't know.
on the
You
spectrum
clearly
dude.
don't watch the show,
Nah, I don't care.
but that's okay. I watch the show every day, whether I want to watch it or not, because it's just one of those shows that's on my TV when I come home.
Really, it's a
Yeah.
rerun thing for you.
It's a rerun thing for my wife.
Mine is
It's just
Seinfeld.
Vader
it's,
got a haunted house.
it's a rerun. It's one of those shows that's on in the background to make background noise in my house all the time.
Are you excited at all for a new?
I didn't even know this was happening until we were told about these topics, and I didn't really look at it a whole lot.
Is this
I-
happening with
I-
the original
I-
cast?
Well, it's gonna be
It's a spinoff,
Yeah,
so
it's a
spin-off.
it's different.
It's going to be a spin-off where the old cast members are going to be able to come in as
So it's like that
cameos and
'90s
stuff,
show.
kind of.
They're
I
doing the
guess.
same thing with that.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't care.
yeah. I mean, it is one of the most popular sitcoms of all time, and so they would be foolish
Mhm.
not to capitalize
Is
on this.
it though?
Yeah, it is.
Really?
It
Did I
really
miss the
is.
boat on this?
You did. You absolutely did.
Yeah, it's
So-
it's actually like when I first kind of watched like a couple episodes of it like a long time ago, I didn't like it, but over time it gets funnier
Yeah.
and better.
It
I don't
went
know.
on a couple years longer than it should have. but it was fine. It's
The
fine.
whole thing was just about how awkward he was the whole time.
No, the whole thing, dude. There's 8
I thought it
fucking
was-
people on this show.
Yeah, I thought it was
The
more
whole
of an
show is not
ensemble.
about Jim Parsons' character.
What's his name?
There's 8 Sheldon.
Sheldon.
There's many other characters
you
on
have a
the show.
spinoff already with that kid?
Yeah, young Sheldon.
Young Sheldon.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's actually a really good show if you're into sitcoms. But you know,
I mean, I like sitcoms, but I don't see the appeal to this. I hang out with you guys all the time.
Yeah.
That's my nerd.
yeah, it's a show for normies. Okay, that's it. I mean,
A show for
don't-
normies about nerds.
we don't watch normie shows.
I mean, it's kind of funny because they do a lot of pop culture stuff. Like there are
Yeah.
times where they dress up like Star Trek characters and they
Mhm.
get lost in the desert, and Will Wheaton guest stars on it a
Oh,
lot.
Yeah.
I've had more than one person be like, "Hey, you remind me of this person on this show," and I'm like, I've maybe seen 3 episodes, and I think I know who they're talking about, but I think it's just because she has.
There's a comment in the chat right now by Carwin Morris. I watched Big Bang, but the characters were just mean dicks to each other. They were supposed to be friends, but the way they treated each other was crap. You never want to be friends with them. I disagree because honestly, me and my nerd friends, we weren't astrophysicists and theoretical physicists, but we treated each other the exact same way. And it was just how we bonded. It was fun, you know. We were gaming nerds and had no problem with it.
I mean,
And I think that's why I'm one of the nerds that actually likes this show, because a lot of their comic book store, comic book shop kind of stuff, you know, that side of the show was pretty spot on.
Wasn't this the show that started the whole Indiana Jones didn't do anything and Raiders? That's
They
where
had an
this
episode
started,
about
right?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they wrong?
I mean,
It was pretty
it's
spot on.
arguable.
People getting
arguable.
upset because, you know, they take nerd tropes and they kind of expand on some of these things.
Yeah, yeah.
I had no problem with it.
But that's the show,
None
though,
at all.
right? I'm thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never been into it. I don't care. I like a
Yeah.
show
You're
about
not a sitcom
nerds.
guy, though.
I
So-
like
a lot
Some.
of the enjoyment of the show comes down to like these like very awkward like nerds
Yeah.
trying to interact with girls.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
it comes down to. It's basically like a rom-com type thing.
I kind of feel like I knew every one of those guys in the real world.
probably.
I might have been.
Sure.
I was Captain Sweatpants for a very long time in my life. I really was. I look at what I'm wearing right
I feel
now.
like that's me now.
I'm wearing Spanx and shorts and a t-shirt. That's what I used to wear to the comic book shop. It's just what's that? What are you doing to me?
asking you to nerd me.
Wow.
Oh, you're weird. What is
She's a little drunk. So,
It's a little bit of moonshine.
But you know,
Every time I do something weird, Katie's just like, she's probably
I feel like
I mean,
it's
fair.
It's fair.
It's fair.
It's
It's
fair.
fair.
you
But
just
Katie's
don't want it to be called
Katie's
out.
just always like, that's not who she really is. She's just drunk. She's always
I feel like a lot of people who are nerds out there that I can't believe I'm going to say this, that identify as nerds get a little butthurt over this show because some of this show is just a little bit too spot on the nose
Because it's making fun
about
of them.
people and their
It's
weirdness.
too accurate, therefore I don't
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah,
Kind of.
They feel like they're getting called out.
Yeah, and there's no
Okay.
need for it. Just acknowledge your weirdness and
That's fine.
and
It's fine
just
to
go
be
with
weird.
it.
well,
It's fine.
what is funny about this show is like Vader said, it was one of the most popular sitcoms of all time.
Mhm.
And Warner Brothers has just been kind of sleeping on it. In fact,
Yeah.
I think they had it licensed out to like Netflix or something like that.
Yeah.
But
I actually watched it on HBO Max.
yeah, so like the idea that like they're actually going to be doing something with the IP and like doing like another spin-off of it, it's kind of interesting. I don't know how it's going to turn out though. So it seems like Big Bang Theory is kind of divisive in the sense that like true nerds don't like it, but
I
normies do.
disagree.
I'm a true nerd and you're a normie.
You took her down.
I don't know. I just never cared about it. I just was like, whatever. Sheldon always seemed super weird to me. And yeah, I guess you want to be honest about it.
We go down to the
I
coffee
don't
shop
like-
and you get
No
squeezed
lie.
by a Sheldon every fucking week.
This is true.
No squeezy.
It's
No
true.
squeezy.
No squeezy.
Ah! Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I know.
So yeah,
I just don't. I'm not into this show, and I don't know what they're going to do with a spinoff. And I don't think they're going to get away with doing a spinoff without having it be super cringy, gross ideological nonsense being inputted into
I
it.
felt the same way about Young Sheldon, but it's actually a really good show.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, take its word for
You
it.
never know you never know what we're going to get with this stuff. So
I think
Yeah.
that
It'll be
there's
good.
something interesting to be said about, excuse me, about like people who identify with nerd culture and who also don't want a fucking spotlight on it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I think that there's
I think
something there, something precious.
a lot of the stuff with
Why
Big
is
Bang
that
Theory.
funny?
Precious.
Yes.
Something to preserve. That's not precious at all.
I think part of the problem with Big Bang Theory is that people like us might have an issue with the show bringing nerd culture into the mainstream. And
Sure,
you know, when I was younger, when I was in my teens and stuff, being a nerd, being into Dungeons and Dragons, being into video games, being into the stuff that these guys are into on this show, like that shit got you beat up.
Yeah.
It got you ostracized from the cool kids club.
Oh, you wearing a Star
Are
Wars
you
shirt?
fucking Dungeons and Dragons nerd?
I've had that happen.
You know, and nowadays it's the opposite. You know, all that stuff is embraced, and Big Bang Theory was part of that.
I never got beat up
you
for liking
know.
stuff.
Well,
You hung out with a good group of
you
people.
were a good group of people, but
We did not.
I grew up in Ohio, and I kept shit to
I don't know.
myself.
There could probably be a 3-hour-long podcast on just Big Bang Theory's weird contribution to the world,
Maybe.
good and bad. So I don't know. It's a
Are
weird.
you gonna
thing.
watch it if it comes out?
I'll probably end up having to check it out because my wife likes the show.
Okay.
So another HBO Max announcement was that the Penguin is getting his own TV show, and they actually released a trailer, kind of like a making of trailer of the series, starring what's his name, Colin Farrell, as the Penguin from the Pattinson Batman show.
Oh, we're gonna skip Game of Thrones.
No, but we're going to talk about this first.
Okay. Sorry, you're skipping through the list here. Penguin, again, another show that I don't care about.
I want you to hold it with the label fucking facing me so I can take
Jude?
a picture.
Speak your truth and be done.
Put it down. And
Yeah,
all I wanted you to do was flip the label.
She's trying to take a picture.
Just trying to run a show here.
Jesus.
You're okay.
Live
Gator.
show.
It's
We're
fine.
good.
Hey, everybody,
good.
this is what we do. We're goofballs. What are we doing? Are you taking a picture of me? All right, do it. Penguin. That's another show I don't give a crap about.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
This is the Pattinson stuff.
Yeah, Pattinson, Colin Farrell. I
Yeah,
don't care.
I
Why
mean,
are we doing a TV show about this? Are they just trying to capitalize on the
Sure.
on the movie, or are they like, hey, we got Colin Farrell logged in,
right?
we're gonna keep him around for a while?
I made a comment. It might have been Saturday or maybe on another stream, but I made a comment. No, I think it was on a different show. But I made a comment about how I watched the Pattinson movie one time.
Yeah.
And I haven't given it a second thought since because I didn't like it. I just thought it was just kind of an overdone, overproduced
emo Batman movie,
and I had no interest in it. And I'm not really interested in Colin Farrell's take on Penguin because it doesn't look like he's playing Penguin to me. He's Colin Farrell's a good actor, but he's just a mobster with a lot of makeup on. And no, I don't care. I don't care about the show. I don't care about any things that come out of it. I very little interest in whatever sequel comes out of this, and I'm
really surprised that
kinda
Colin
over it.
Farrell agreed to do a TV show when he had to put on pounds of makeup and a fat suit.
I mean, they're probably paying him millions of dollars.
Yeah, but that's like a lot of time dedicated to this show for him to be on set in makeup filming this stuff. If the main character is him,
there's so much of this modern Batman stuff that I just don't like. I'm not interested in the new Joker Harley Quinn movie with
no with what, Lady Gaga or whatever.
Gaga. I didn't that movie where the first one, Joker.
Yeah. You didn't like that movie either?
It was, we talked about it a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was okay, but I don't need a sequel.
What
I just feel like it's a money grab.
I've had this opinion about DC's characters and Warner Brothers management of the DC comic book stuff is they're so well suited at making standalone art piece cool movies that make a butt ton of money, right? Joker made like $1 billion.
Yeah,
Even the new Batman movie, even though I didn't particularly love it, I still prefer Christian Bale's Batman, but
Yeah.
I felt like it was a decent movie. I had a lot of fun watching it. These standalone outings with these characters are what work, but they keep trying to make this like universe. Oh, well, now we're having a Penguin show. Like,
Yeah.
it's a Penguin show, but it doesn't have anything to do with Joaquin Phoenix.
We're having a Batman movie
But-
without Batman in it.
Yeah. Is Pattinson going to show up as Batman and start doing something once in a while? Is there going to be like a season finale? It
Don't
seems
care.
super weird to me. Like, why wouldn't you just make another movie?
My Harley Quinn is Margot Robbie.
Really?
I think so.
Hmm.
She's hot.
Is that the only reason?
That's the only reason.
I don't know. DC just seems like in a really weird space right now.
It's all over the place.
It is. And
It's
then
like-
James Gunn is coming in with another universe that he's making with the Flash
and,
gonna-
and his own Batman.
and his own Batman.
Yeah,
It's-
another movie I don't
how
care
many
about.
freaking Batmans are we gonna have? We're gonna have 4 Batmans in a row.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. I'm Vengeance. We're gonna have skinny emo Batman.
Yep, old
We're gonna have
fuck Batman.
Old shit Batman.
Old 80s man.
Old 80s Batman. And then we're gonna have another one with James
old
Gunn.
Christian Bale Batman.
Ben Affleck Batman.
Ben Affleck Batman. I like Ben
Fat
Affleck.
Leck Batman.
Fatlick?
Yeah,
How
Ben Fatlick.
dare you? How dare you? That one scene that he was in was
It's
awesome.
like squeezing me into a bat suit. Come on. Nobody needs to see that shit.
No squeezy.
No squeezy. No
Dude, do
squeezy.
you care at all about Pattinson's Penguin Colin Farrell TV show spinoff on HBO?
Whatever.
I want to know where they get these.
I don't need a TV show.
Where do they get these
It was
numbers?
fine in the movie.
Where do they get these numbers and metrics that say people want to see this show?
I think they
It's
just
like
had him on
they just
contract.
like, oh man, Colin Farrell's pretty cool as Penguin with all that makeup on. Oh shit, we better make a sideshow about it. It's like, no,
they're
we don't want to
so-
see that.
These
No.
streaming services are so desperate
They're
for content.
desperate for content. It's
Well,
like you just said.
I also think the strategy here was they wanted a TV show to bridge the gap between the 2 Batman movies to keep interest in the Batman stuff alive. And honestly, like after watching the production trailer for the show, it looks a lot better than I thought it would be. Like it looks like a really hardcore dark noirish crime drama, and Colin Farrell looks really badass in it. So
Ooh,
I mean,
really?
I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Cool.
So you like it? You like the trailer? I
Yeah,
watched the trailer and I
did
was like,
the trailer.
So 1 nerd out of 4. It's gonna get great ratings.
he's probably gonna make us watch it so we can talk about it on the show.
And he can't make us do shit.
He loves to punish
He's
us.
like, hey guys, remember that show you all didn't want to watch? We're gonna talk about it on the show.
Like, no, I don't think I am.
Like, oh,
This
no.
fucking zombie
It's like-
yesterday. So the only time we spend together is when like we're both done with like our regular jobs. We both work from home, but when we're both done with work for the day, we usually schedule it 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and then we'll have some, we call it couch time.
Mhm.
So around 9:30, this guy just like got up and left. And like around 9:45, I was like,
Are you coming back?
you coming back?
Nope.
Half an hour later, we're still watching a show that we decided to watch together. 15 minutes later, I was like, so no?
Where did you go?
He went to bed. He has no memory of it.
You don't remember that at all.
Passed out
The one guy
on
who
the
doesn't
couch
drink.
and then sleepwalked to bed.
Wow.
And then when I finally came to bed, like hour and a half later, I was like, by the way, you stole all the pillows. And
Hey,
like, this morning he was like, hey, I have no memory of that. Sorry.
I'm gonna pull a Joe Rogan.
You gotta pee?
I gotta go pee.
Okay, go ahead.
So
Go
I'll
pee.
be right back.
Wow.
What's the next subject?
We
on
can't
our
do it
list?
without you.
All right. So, kind of wrapping up the big announcements from HBO Max, they announced that there's going to be a new Game of Thrones spinoff called A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, The
Yeah.
Hedge Knight.
Okay.
And basically, there's a series of short stories that George R. R. Martin wrote called the Dunk and Egg stories.
Yeah, yeah.
Dunk and Egg.
Yeah.
And they're basically the hedge
Duncan
knight.
and
yeah,
Aegon.
Mhm.
exactly. And they're going to be finally turning these into a TV series because back after Game of Thrones ended, there was a lot of speculation over like, what are they going to do to carry on like the Game of Thrones universe? And the Duncan Egg adaptation was like a big contender for that, but it obviously didn't go forward. But now apparently it is going.
Yeah. Have you read these?
I've read some of them. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like them.
Okay.
I'm curious to see how this goes because there's no way they're gonna let an IP like Game of Thrones die. They're gonna remake things over and over and over again, or keep diving into this world.
Honestly,
But
I feel
aren't
like
they-
they need to start at season 7 and be like, this is the redo.
Aren't they? Did Martin finish these stories? Are they working with finished books, or are they just going off of like
These
appendix
are-
stuff?
So the Duncan Egg stories are short stories. They're not like full novels.
Mhm.
So he's written like a number of them, and they've been collected into like a compendium book.
Mhm.
But they've also been turned into graphic novels.
But they're like side stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of like a soft prequel to the Game of Thrones stuff because it happens right before like Robert's Rebellion and stuff.
Yeah, so it's like
But doesn't-
80, 75, 80 years prior.
Well, it's basically is Aegon the Unlikely, the 8th son of the 8th son. So like he was never supposed to ascend to the throne, but eventually he becomes the king of Westeros. And this is like his formative years where he was with Sir Duncan the Tall, who eventually becomes the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard.
Okay.
And it's kind of like their adventures, like walking through Westeros and getting caught up in like a lot of like weird drama and stuff like that. And it's how their characters are kind of forged.
Mhm.
The stories themselves are like actually like really good, but they're short, self-contained type stuff. I think that the reasoning behind this announcement though is because they realize that House of the Dragon is going to take like at least 2 years in between seasons in order to like make the next season. So they want Game of Thrones to fit into that gap. And so like we're probably going to get House of the Dragon season 2, and then the Hedge Knight season 1, and then House of Dragon season 3, and then the Hedge Knight season 2.
Is this going to bridge the timeline?
No, because he just said that it takes place right before Robert's Rebellion, and so the House of the Dragons
Starts about 300 years.
leads up to the
Right?
rebellion, doesn't it?
So the timeline on this, it's basically right before the king that died at the beginning of House of the Dragon, the conciliator, or I forget like which one that was. It's right before like he takes the throne, kind of. So Aegon the Unworthy basically dies in a mysterious fire at one of the castles. And I believe Duncan dies there too.
I feel like we need Charles for this.
yeah.
He's our Game of Thrones
we definitely need
expert.
Charles. We definitely need
I don't
Charles
have an
for
issue
this.
with this at all. I think
No?
I think having, you know, 2 different series doing overlapping each other while the other one is in production is not a problem.
It's
Yeah,
not-
your wife is in the chat. She asks, "Is that too much Game of Thrones?" I say, "No, it's not," because it's only one episode. It's only one series per year if they do it that way.
I
It's not a
still
problem with
want
me at
a old Valeria prequel.
That would
Yeah.
be pretty dope.
Well, as Foxhound says, for $1.99, make Aegon's Conquest of Westeros a series with Henry Cavill.
Oh yeah.
Sure, but let's
yeah.
start prior to that. I want Valeria. I want that world of dragons, that city of dragons.
It's too expensive.
Real quick, Dennis Wright for $9.99. What do you think the odds are that George R.R. Martin will finish his Game of Thrones books? He seems too busy writing for video games.
Yeah, he's never gonna finish them.
No.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die, and his ghostwriters are gonna finish it for him.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, he finishes the one book and then
Yeah.
He's
No.
probably already got it set up in his.
I
will.
think okay. This is a conspiracy theory, and it's
I
mine
think
alone.
he's got a bunch of notes on where things are going. He just hasn't written it all out yet. He's going to need a ghostwriter to.
My
Right, all of
my conspiracy theory about this, and I'm alone on this hill. I think I've talked to you guys about this before, but I think he already has it all done, and he's just gonna wait until he dies, and then he's gonna put it all out, and then he's gonna make
Dumbest thing.
Why?
an absolute mountain of money for his estate.
That's some weird bullshit that you would do for the sake of
Does he
nothing.
does he need the money now?
He doesn't even
No.
have kids.
I mean,
I
there
don't even
come-
think he's married.
There comes a point in the world, I think, where once you get to a certain amount of money, you can't really
Can't spend it in time. Yeah.
enough.
Yeah,
God, what are
It would
those
be
people
it would
But
be
like?
it's-
nice,
but it's the people who have the ego who are like, I want my legacy to live on beyond me. I feel like that's what he's doing.
Yeah,
Listen,
for
He's
sure.
full
like,
disclosure, I don't give a shit about my legacy. I
That's-
would like
that's
some money
you,
now.
and that's why that idea doesn't make any sense. to you.
but we can't relate to that.
But somebody
thinking.
like him who's like, I want my legacy to live on forever. I'm going to release all of these books that everybody's clamoring for after I'm dead.
You know, is he
After
my-
I'm
and my
dead,
name
feel
will live
free to
on.
forget me
is he
forever.
is George R.R. Martin a modern day Tolkien?
Yes,
Uh, yeah.
yes.
Are we going to be watching Game of Thrones shows 80 years from now on
Yes.
TV
Probably.
or whatever
Maybe.
we're watching the things.
I
on.
don't know. Or is TV going to be a thing
It's
in
gonna be
80
VR.
years? Yeah.
Whatever it is.
I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
So maybe he should have some
'Cause-
stuff that he has planned to come out 20 years after his death.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a smart move. Maybe people like Kadish aren't ever going to get to read it because he doesn't want it released until
He doesn't
2087.
care. He doesn't care.
So, but yeah, I get it.
I just think
Can
that,
you imagine if like Tolkien didn't release Return of the King until like 10 years ago?
oh God. It'd be the biggest thing everybody was talking about.
But holy shit!
Oh
there
my
it is.
God, the
It's out of the
legacy.
vault.
Finally.
The legacy.
It's like the Beatles releasing a new album after.
Well,
they're
didn't
all
you
dead.
just say that Linkin Park released a new song that had like
they've
Chester?
got stuff coming out.
Cut
and it's-
my life into pieces.
Yeah, it's
I'm
wild.
just telling you, he's got that type of mentality. I can see it. He's
that
like,
would be pretty dope.
I'm gonna
actually.
wait
It's
until I
like,
die.
I got this book series
Mhm.
that people are like
Dying for.
slaves to, that are like just like
Yeah.
I
It's
own
ego.
these people, and I'm not going to release the end. I have it written. It's in my vault.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to release it till
Till I'm
30
gone.
years after I'm dead.
I'm telling you,
And
that's what he's doing.
it's-
I'm telling you.
And my, you know, and
There's-
my, and it's encrypted, so nobody can even get to
And
it.
he's playing it up right now, too.
Absolutely.
He's
It's
absolutely playing it
fucking-
up.
It's fucking
mean,
genius.
He's sitting down with guys like Stephen King going,
Meanwhile-
how do you write so many books so fast? Ha ha, nudge, nudge. I've written all mine already. I'm
It's
just
just,
sitting
and
on 'em."
meanwhile, it's not about the book fans like Mr. K over here. It's like, it's not for you, man. It's for your grandkids.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are going to get to fucking enjoy the shit. So, yeah, I
I'm
get it.
telling you, that's,
That's
what he's
pretty,
doing.
yeah.
I told you.
You should like Earthman Jack Part 10, 2112.
At the rate
That's-
that's going,
That's
then
when
probably
you,
yeah,
you
yeah.
need to like write all this shit out, but not release it
Yeah.
until.
If I
not
wasn't
until then.
producing this stuff, I'd be so productive. It'd be great.
That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
you drank the last of it. Dang it.
Sorry.
I'm trying to kind of think
No,
about.
no, we're
whether
going to
or not
save
we-
that till next week.
Should we polish it off?
No, I can't do that.
Should we tell the Shady Mile guys like, hey, we did it in one episode.
Yeah, it's gone. Sorry.
It's gone in one show.
One day.
It's not going to be a problem.
It's really not. This is incredibly.
I told you it was smooth.
That's pretty smooth.
Wow.
Moonka.
Wow.
Pretty smooth.
All right, what else we got on the docket there, Mr. K? What do you got queued up?
All right, so everyone knows how much we loved John Wick 4, so we're going to talk about some of the
Oh,
spin-offs,
God.
including the trailer for the Continental, Peacock's new original John Wick series spin-off about the New York Continental in the 1970s.
I'm a little disappointed that it's a prequel.
I watched it and I was like, it's like, God damn it.
Sounded like
I
a
didn't-
better idea
I
before,
didn't
it?
want to. I didn't want to have that reaction to it, but this was not a good.
I didn't
not a
know
good
it was
trailer.
set in the 70s.
Is that a young Winston? That is like looking at the Continental.
I think so, and apparently Mel Gibson is involved in the show. somehow.
Of course he
Yeah,
is.
it'll probably be
okay. I'm in.
And it's a 3-episode mini event.
What? That's it?
Yeah,
Oh,
but I think each episode's like 2 hours.
Oh, so it's a 6-hour-long movie. That's
Yeah.
fine. Whatever.
whatever. Mini
As long as you know they have an actual like structure to the show, unlike John Wick 4.
Mel Gibson.
That would be fantastic.
I'm down for
According
Mel,
to
yeah.
Nadia, like I'd heard rumors that he was involved, but I don't know if he is for sure.
Hmm.
But Nadia from Inside All Day sent me a tweet saying that it was.
Okay. Oh, if he's in it, I'll watch it.
I trust her.
But honestly, the 70s John Wick universe, I did not expect them to go back in time. Because what are we going to see? Like the birth of John Wick? Then was he born in the 70s? Is baby Baba Yaga or whatever? Is
Baby Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
baby Baba Yaga.
Baby Yaga.
Is he gonna be the Grogu of the freaking Continental series where they're just
No.
carrying the baby
I
around?
don't want that.
That's what they're gonna do.
Let
Look,
it be
there-
clear. We don't want
There's
that.
some stupid studio executive just sitting around the table going,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
that's popular Mandalorian show. We should do that
I
with
bet
John
we could
Wick.
sell it.
Baby John Wick?
Baby John Wick.
We could sell a shit ton of Baby Baba Yaga Funko Pops. That'd be fantastic.
I think that the story of the TV show is going to be how the New York Continental came to be.
Hmm.
So
And that's fine. And it's,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not going to not watch it. I will absolutely watch this show.
Give it a shot.
And I hope it's better than John Wick 4 because John Wick 4 sucked major donkey D. Okay. So,
Fair.
yeah,
Would you touch a donkey D then?
no. I would not.
What about Kelly and the Studs?
Stop. What is wrong with you? We're doing a professional
Thank you.
live cast here.
Thank you.
Do you get that reference? Do you know who Kelly and the Stud is?
Of course I do.
All right, cool.
Oh, shout out to Clerks.
Oh, I didn't mix that.
I thought you knew.
Are we?
Nope, that's
Are we?
straight.
Are we trying to kill this thing?
I think I
Or
kind of
just
want
out of,
to.
we're
Yeah.
out of spite right now, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
It's
You
looking-
goddamn bottle.
It's looking at me weird, man. It's looking at me weird.
Ashley's gonna have to come pick you up.
God.
Message from Ashley.
Oh shit.
Do not drink at all.
Peel 'em
Oh,
up
that
before-
ship is
So
sailed.
I'm gonna come home and take a nap.
Hey man, I'll take you home. It's fine.
That's fine.
I'm gonna drive him home.
It's good.
I'm gonna drive him home. It's
I'm
gonna be
feeling-
fine.
Yeah, none of it. Only Cage can drive.
Yeah.
So Continental, it's like a lukewarm response from the Continental here.
This
I
is
don't
the
know.
Yeah,
cement
it's-
to our entire relationship
okay.
for
Listen,
9
if you had
years.
asked me this
He
question-
drives.
Oh,
If
go
you had
ahead.
asked me this question prior to watching episode John Wick 4,
Yeah.
I was like, yes, I am all into this Wick universe. Let's do it. Give me everything John Wick. But John Wick 4 sucked
Okay, but
sucked that little bit of that out of me. I'm like, I'm not confident that
Yeah.
I can get something other than a terrible video game movie. out
okay,
of
but
this now.
after John Wick 2, we all thought the same thing.
Mm,
And then we saw John Wick 3 and we were
Yeah.
like, oh shit, okay. I'm on board again. So
I'm-
I would like to say I hated John Wick 4,
Right.
but I'm
Se-
gonna see the next thing.
70s
I'm still
Continental?
gonna watch it.
But-
and if it sucks, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that
Yeah.
sucked too. But if it doesn't, I'm gonna be like, oh shit.
I'm-
Great.
I feel like
Awesome.
we're the wrong people to ask that question to, whether we're going to watch something or not, because watching things and discussing them are what we do.
Mhm.
It's that
Are you
question,
excited for it?
but maybe that's a better way to phrase it. Because yes, I'm going to watch it. I have to watch it. Otherwise, I got nothing to talk about 4 days a week on these
I'm-
shows that we do.
I'm not
But-
excited about the Continental, but what I am excited about is the ballerina spinoff. You have to leave?
She's Joe Rogan.
Oh, she's Joe Roganing it?
She's
Okay.
Joe
go
Rogan.
ahead.
Wait,
Gotta
That's
pee.
fine.
Keep the camera on you guys.
No,
Yeah,
put
that's
the
fine.
watch
You're
her
good.
walk out.
No, don't.
Go ahead, go.
I
go,
have it on
go,
the
go.
Rogan show. He's all like, man, I gotta
pee.
I gotta pee so
He's
bad.
like, I'm being super hydrated right now. I gotta pee. We're over here like, yeah, we're super hydrated with moonshine.
It's ridiculous.
This has been the moonshine day. Like,
Yes.
every episode we recorded today was like
It's like
fueled
wow.
by moonshine.
Texas vodka. No,
That's moonshine,
That's
bro. It's
moonshine.
made out of corn. Anyway,
So real quick, from Ashley, do not finish it. And then heck no nap for you.
We're gonna have to go out to eat after we get done
there's
here.
not that much left. Come
It's-
on, let me
There's
finish
like
it.
4 shots left.
Let me finish it. That's not that
Isn't there a
much.
sushi place next door?
It's right here.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, there is. Okay, I want to talk about Ballerina
Yes.
because of all the John Wick spin-off / whatever the heck that we're talking about, Ballerina has my girl in it.
Yeah, it's got your girlfriend.
Well, I can't even pronounce her name
Anna de
correctly.
Armas.
Thank you, Anna de.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ballerina with her. So I think they're
yeah.
basing this entire. I don't know if it's a movie or TV show. Movie.
It's a TV show.
Is it a TV show?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're so thirsty for content.
It might be a
Um,
movie, but I'm thinking it's a TV
Whatever it is, whether it's a movie or a TV show, they're basing this entire thing off of her 3-second scene in No Time to Die in 007.
Dude, she's so beautiful.
She's gorgeous,
show.
dude.
Oh, man, she did that entire action scene in a cocktail gown.
Oh, I'd watch the heck out of that show. Absolutely, I'm excited for that. Guess what? You
Yeah.
got me. That's
Sure.
Continental. Take it or
Yeah.
leave it.
Well, the
Ballerina, I'm in. Let's
yeah,
go.
The interesting thing about Ballerina is that if you guys remember, and I believe it was John Wick 2, he goes to this school where basically he was brought up as an orphan.
Yeah. Yep.
And trained to be an assassin, and it's a ballerina school. So
It's basically Black Widow's backstory.
yeah,
She's the exact same thing. It's a Russian
Yeah.
ballerina school that teaches you how to be assassins.
yeah,
Right.
and so
Yeah.
basically Anna de Armas plays one of these ballerinas who's also been trained to be an assassin.
Mhm.
It's basically like a chick wick,
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah, and it takes place between John Wick. Did you bring beer? You did, my girl.
It's non-alcoholic.
Yeah, it's a hold on, we'll let her sit down. There we go. It
Yeah.
takes place between John Wick 3 and John Wick 4. So
Good.
Apparently Keanu Reeves is supposed to cameo in it or have a small role to play.
Listen, I'm okay with these shows. I really am. They just need to be produced better than Wick 4 was.
Yeah.
I think people who like that movie are just
Gaslighting themselves.
kind of, yeah.
So I heard today that there's going to be a sequel to Mr. Nobody,
Really?
and it's going to be set in the John Wick universe.
It's just nobody. It's not
Well, I
Mr.
mean,
Nobody.
there better be, because
know.
John Wick 4 was about him for the most
Yeah, it was
part.
basically Bob Odenkirk.
Odenkirk.
Odenwick.
Bodenkirk.
Oh no, I'm talking about the blind guy.
Oh, no, I don't care about
No,
that.
no, Odenkirk,
No.
but John Wick.
Remember Nobody?
Oh yeah, nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul, but it was like John
But yeah,
Wick.
but
Yeah.
that's not
What
a Wick
if
movie.
John Wick, but Bob Odenkirk?
Wait, are they saying that they take place in the same universe?
I
So-
believe that's what.
Yeah,
Because
so
I've seen-
it's written
I can see
by the
that.
same people, I think.
I saw an
And-
interview with Odenkirk at like a red carpet event, and they were asking him about this, and he's like, "Oh no, John Wick's on a whole nother level than I am. This is not the same."
I
Like
think
he was
that
denying it.
originally, yes, but it's in the same universe as far as like the writers and maybe the producers. I'm not sure.
I can
Are
see
you
it.
okay? You did that to yourself.
I'm so
I
good.
can see it.
But I heard today that they're making a prequel to Nobody, and there's supposed to be like little winks.
Winks and nods.
That it's not Keanu Reeves isn't going to be like, hey, how are you? Like,
Yeah,
welcome to, but there's supposed to be little winks as far as it being in that universe.
I don't need
I
it.
really hope they don't do a Kane spinoff, which is the blind Donnie Yen character.
No.
Oh, God.
All they have to do is they have to film a scene of Mr. Nobody, Odenkirk,
Mhm.
walking down the street on the sidewalk, and then Winston just kind of like comes up behind him and goes into a store,
And that's it.
like George Lucas does in
Yeah,
that one video.
in that one video
And
where
but you
George
just think
Lucas-
like his random sighting of Winston in the background, and like the George Lucas role.
Yeah.
So then it's like, oh,
it is the same.
oh, it is in the
universe.
same universe. There it
Honestly,
is.
I'll
That
be
gave me a
That's all I
chill.
got to do.
as
Not
a,
gonna lie,
that's
that
all I
gave me a
gotta do.
chill.
as a nerd, I do not need this.
I don't
Need
either.
them to be connected. They can be
No.
their own separate thing. That's
So,
okay.
Real quick, Ashley says, "Don't you leave me with these kids and have fun eating."
Maybe you shouldn't have had so many.
I like how Alex's wife just drops into the live stream to like publicly berate him.
Tell me to come home. It's 3:00. Get over here. You're past due.
Do you guys want to come over tonight? We'll have pizza and watch Ghost Rider 1 and 2.
Pizza sounds so good. Ghost Rider, not so much.
Actually, no, because the Knights are playing game 1 versus the Jets.
Oh shit, I know.
6:30.
I know.
6:30.
Yes.
Wait, Golden Knights?
Yeah.
There's a hockey game
Round
on
one
tonight?
of the playoffs, baby.
How
Yeah.
can
Oh shit. Do you want to go hang out in a bar?
I
I
don't think Vader could survive.
don't want this date in.
don't know how I'm getting home.
Bro, I got you.
We're going to sushi after.
No,
we're
no,
done.
I got you. I
We'll be
got
all
you.
right.
Yeah, let's swoosh and then we'll go to the
All right,
game.
last topic for the live stream before we get out of here. Disney's biggest flop of 2022. Disney is having a hard time right now.
Which one?
All of them.
No, so out of all the movies released in 2022, Disney had the biggest flop.
Ooh, what was it?
Shocker.
Strange World. Have you ever even heard of it?
Don't even know what it is.
It was their like $200 million like animated movie,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Oh.
Is that not the Star Trek thing that you guys were talking about earlier?
No,
No.
that's Strange New Worlds.
This
This
is
one
just
is
Strange
just
World.
Strange World.
This is an animated Pixar Disney movie, and it just
It's
fell
not
flat
Pic-
on its
it's not
face.
I
Pixar.
would
It-
like to highlight my eye roll.
Yeah, it's not a Pixar movie. It was actually Disney animation, but it's all digital animated. So,
Hmm.
but they spent a ton of money on this, and it had their first gay main character. That was like the big selling point of the movie.
That was their selling point.
Yeah,
Well,
and it flopped hard.
meanwhile, Mario's over here going whoopee all the way to $1 billion.
That was
It's me, a Mario. So everybody's like, yeah, that one sounds way better than this piece of
I'm
shit.
gonna fix it.
why did we like that movie?
Mario?
Yeah.
Because it was fun as hell?
It was,
Was
fun and
it that great
nostalgic.
of a movie, or was it just because it was unoffensive and it was just a fun movie to go to?
All of the above.
Yeah.
Yep. Everything
Mhm.
that you just said.
I drank a lot of vodka too. That made it so much more
It was
fun.
not, yeah, I know. I had like a,
I bought your wife a drink that was bigger than her.
you did.
Oh, you
It's a 32
did.
32
You
ounce
did.
Angry
She's
Mar-
a
Orchard.
tiny person.
Yeah, after the movie's over, she turned to me and she's like, "Matt, I'm tiny. I can't drink stuff like that."
She's like
she
115 pounds.
finished it, right?
Yeah, just
Oh,
about.
good for you. Good for you. I know you're in the chat. Good for you. Proud of you.
I want fajitas.
I think we're gonna call it a day.
You can tell we're reaching the end of the live
Yeah, that's
stream.
the end of the live stream. We're all just like, man,
Sushi, and I got excited.
I'm hungry.
Sushi. I think I want sushi too.
You have
all
to
right.
finish it. It's like
No,
two shots.
no,
It's two
we're
not
shots.
gonna-
Listen,
Fish
before we get
no.
out of here, I just want to genuinely give them a nice shout out. Ambush Canyon,
For their
Moonshine
moonshine, in disguise.
vodka. Go to caskers.com. Shout out to Shady Mile.
Need 2 shots.
This is a
need
brand new product that
2
they just came out
shots.
with, and it's pretty freaking good.
Yeah,
It's great.
Listen, it's made from corn, so it's moonshine.
it's
right?
like-
Listen,
It says Texas vodka. so,
Texas
like,
vodka. They're getting around some
it's
stuff.
it's a, I would say, very good vodka.
Yeah, it's good.
It's an excellent moonshine.
Smooth.
You're absolutely right.
So whatever you
Show 'em the
identify as,
We just cracked this open this morning.
yeah, we
Literally.
did. I
Yeah.
know.
It's
No. He doesn't drink, and that was just us. And I had gin for half of
it's here.
today.
Cheers,
It's here.
guys.
Show 'em.
Cheers.
Fucking stupid.
That was mostly you guys.
I only drink on Tuesdays. Okay,
I need that T-shirt.
that's it. That's a shirt. We need to make that shirt. I only drink on
Done.
Tuesdays.
Done.
Salty nerd.
Done. It'll be on the store this week. Done.
That's it. That's our shirt of the month next month.
SaltyNerdStore.com.
I only drink on
I only
Tuesdays.
drink on Tuesdays.
Banger. Yes, I love it when I come up with shit like that. Yeah. I love you guys.
All right,
I
folks.
love you guys. Oh, guys. Sushi, something so good.
If you're still watching at this point, I really do appreciate you guys. I don't have the chat brought up in front of me right now, but
It's,
thank you all so much for being here.
If you're not a bitch, don't be a bitch.
Every Tuesday
Yeah.
we just
just want to give a shout out to everyone who gave us super chats
yes,
today.
please go
Yes.
for it.
The Astro Nerd Boy, Corey, No Money G, Whiskey Jack, Nadia, Foxhound, and Dennis Wright. Thank you all so much for the support. We really appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Somebody gave a membership earlier. Did we?
yeah, we got that.
Okay.
Yeah, we got.
We
it.
gotta,
I
put
will
the tickers up.
I will remember to bring my laptop next week so I can help Kadish out. I apologize for missing the ball on that one, but thank you all for watching. Please stay tuned. We'll be back. You guys are doing Saturday shows.
Yeah.
as
I
always.
don't know who we have this week. Maybe
Killing
like,
it on Saturday.
maybe like
It'll be-
Soda Poppin' or somebody.
No,
I
no,
don't know.
we have Salty Trekker and Danny the Dork. Knight.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Fuck, you just took me down. Those fucking assholes.
Loser.
We're going to be covering the season finale of Star Trek Picard season.
Okay.
We're doing our OG Star Trek crew. That's
Right
fun.
on, right
it'll,
on.
it'll be fun.
Okay. We'll see you
It'll be
guys on
fun.
Saturday.
Oh my god, I can't wait to get the what's happening with Danny's balls report.
I need a so sexy roll.
I only drink on Tuesdays. That's absolutely gonna be a
That's a
t-shirt.
great.
Oh,
t-shirt.
Sean.
Sean's YouTube video. Yes, don't go check out
Killer something.
Death Ship.
Death Ship.
Killer
Death Ship.
ships.
It's available.
Yeah, Ship.
The link is in the bio.
Don't
Go
watch
check it
it
out.
tonight.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, so link in the description for Sean's movie, as well as our featured T-shirt of the month. So be sure to check out.
I only drink on Tuesdays.
No, that'll be next month.
And our Esker wallet promo. The
Yeah.
links in the description. So on Saturdays, we're going to do one more giveaway slot
Ooh.
this coming Saturday, and then at the end of the month, we're going to reveal who won the.
All right,
Guys,
that'll be
Esker
fun.
wallet.
Check this out. Ready?
Oh man,
God.
very colorful.
All right, we're out of here. Thank you so much for
Your
watching.
wallet just came.
On that note, we'll leave.
Wow.
Thank you guys. Stay